I don't know why so many people are resistant to CRMs. A CRM is a customer relationship management system. And I think if you're in network marketing, you definitely need a CRM. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through what a CRM is and why you need this. Now, as a network marketer, as somebody who built with boots on the ground for the last 15 years, I know what it feels like to have all of these things in my head, post-it notes all over my walls, spreadsheets, my notes app, like lots of different things where I'm trying to track things. I'm trying to track new builders. I'm tracking who I gave samples to, who needs a wellness consultation, which class I'm doing, managing my calendar. I know what it feels like to have all of those things kind of spread out throughout my entire phone. And I also know what it feels like to have it all in one place. And I'm telling you right now, the best thing that I could have done for my business is get a CRM that helps me to track all of those different things. Now, I've heard a lot of things like network marketing is a relationship based business, and it just takes away that like personalization. And to that, I want to ask you, are you feeling overwhelmed? Are you feeling tired? Are you feeling exhausted? Are you feeling like you're a data center where you're having to remember every single thing that needs to go on in your business? And if that's the case, then I want to invite you in a loving way to check out a CRM and see what it's like to have everything in one place. Now, I personally have been using the CRM GoHighLevel for the last 6 years in my business. It literally has revolutionized all aspects of it. And a lot of times I'm talking about the funnels and the email capability that it has, because yes, it does all those things. Instead of like piecing together this program and this program and this program and putting my website here and there, it's actually all in one place. But the part that I feel like I haven't really talked about enough, especially in the doTERRA world, is the CRM aspect, the customer relationship management system that comes along with this. This is incredible because it puts our contacts all in one place. All of our DMs, our emails, our voice memos, our calls, our notes from our wellness consultations, our scheduling, our appointments, they're all in one place. Our calendar is in one place, and it connects in with our individual contacts so we can see exactly how they're interacting with the things that we're providing them. This is my reminder system. So instead of me having to like manually text people, I can set up automatic reminders, and then I can go in and see who has actually opened the email, who has clicked on the link, who has signed up for the 90-day reset or this challenge or that challenge. I can see it all in one place instead of personally having to house everything in my mind and all across my walls in my office. I now have it all in one place. So instead of having stacks of paper that have people's names and email addresses with notes on them, I can actually put that all into my CRM system that then can send me tasks and reminders and keep me organized so that I become a more intentional provider to my customers rather than scattered. That is the key. And that is what a CRM can do for you. Besides the fact that the one that I use, GoHighLevel, actually does all of my emailing, it does all of my calendaring, it does all of my funnels and websites and so much our payments. Like if I'm going to charge for a program, it's even my membership site. I have a community in there. So instead of having to use ClickFunnels and Thinkific and School, like all of these things, which I was using before, believe me, and it took so much brain space to put into one place. This one program tells me who has logged in to my membership site, who has watched which videos. It also can send them certificates. And so if you're sitting here thinking network marketing is, in-person relationship based, 100% it is. But that relationship still needs memory. And you can care deeply about people and for people, but then forget things. And you can genuinely love people and forget about what you asked, them last month, or the oil that they asked you about last month, or what's going on with their family, or that they said, "Hey, can you check back with me in February? And I think I'll be able to start this program." All of that can be put in this CRM. The CRM doesn't mean that you're less relational. It actually means your heart has a backup storage system, because caring for us is definitely not the issue. As a wellness advocate, we care so much, but often capacity is what is shutting us down. So sometimes people say that CRMs can feel a little corporate or cold, and I get that. I totally understand. But what it actually does is it doesn't replace our relationships, it actually protects them. And when we think of it in that way, it's so much better. It makes us really understand that no one is going to fall through the cracks. It reminds us to follow up like we said we would, and it helps us show up consistently even when our life gets busy. So, disorganized systems create forgotten people. And that hurts relationships way more. So a lot of people will say, "I'm just not techie. I just don't know if I can like manage a CRM." And so I just want to lovingly like call this out and say, if you're saying you're not techie, I'm wondering, do you use Instagram? Do you send voice texts? Do you order groceries on an app? Do you obsessively track your packages to see when they're going to arrive? Do you know how to manage 10 different logins without even realizing it? If that's the case, you're not bad at tech. You're just bad at tech explanations. And I get that. And a CRM, it can feel like you're learning a new software, but more than anything, it's your opportunity to organize your brain so that you can breathe again. And when you join the CRM, the GoHighLevel with my link, you actually get access to free weekly coaching where you can show up and ask specific questions about whatever it is you're wanting to build out, and I'll help you build that out live on a call. So every single week I show up and I am helping course creators, network marketers, small business owners, doctors' offices build out their systems. But for me, the system that has been the most impactful, the most powerful, has been the one for my network marketing business. Now, a lot of people will say, "I'm just not big enough yet." This like mindset, it starts to feel like, very responsible to say that, right? But it's a little sneaky, because systems aren't for when you're big. Systems are what actually help you to grow. Waiting until you're overwhelmed to get organized is like saying, "I'm going to start a calendar once my life is unmanageable." This is not wisdom. This is survival mode. And so small teams with systems can actually scale peacefully. Big teams without systems, they burn out really fast. So what I have found in doTERRA is I was taught mindset, motivation, personal development, even encouraged to post content, host classes, and all of these are absolutely important. They matter. But what is almost never taught is lead tracking, follow-up systems, a customer journey, retention, how to organize it all. So I was able to grow a team and grow a customer base, grow a lot of conversations, grow a lot of amazing relationships, but I struggled to learn how to manage the growth. And that growth actually like shut me down and overwhelmed me. Like if you've ever thought, "Okay, I need to enroll somebody, but first I need to get my onboarding system done." That's because you're feeling overwhelmed with like too many people. And that's where I was. I can enroll all the day long. But without the system, that becomes very, very, very overwhelming. And then if you're like me, you start to blame yourself and you start to really come down on the success that you've had because you're overwhelmed with managing it. But the problem is that nobody actually gave us the tool to manage it. A lot of network marketing companies actually have a built-in CRM, and doTERRA does not have that. So we actually have to go find it. We have to go find how we're going to do this and then apply it into our businesses. Now, another thing that I've seen in doTERRA with using a CRM is that a lot of people will hustle and they'll hustle building out like an online system, and that gets very confused with productivity. This is a very sneaky one. We feel busy because we're feeling productive, and or maybe we're feeling productive because we feel busy. That's a better way of saying it. We're posting and that feels productive. We're responding and that feels productive, but busy doesn't equal effective, and posting doesn't equal building, and reacting does not equal leading. If your business only moves when you move, you don't have a system, you have a treadmill. And treadmills are great for fitness and they're terrible for freedom. Now, the other thing that I've noticed is a lot of people, and this is one that nobody actually, I feel like, names specifically, but a lot of us actually feel, and that is about how much we're mentally carrying. It's like this emotional labor fatigue where we're like mentally having to remember birthdays, past conversations, objections, who we need to check back with later, which builder we're onboarding, who's interested in what. And that's not work. That's just emotional labor. And so here's what I want you to like think about. Your brain was not designed to be a database. Your brain is designed for vision. It's designed for leadership. It's designed for creativity and connection, not for holding 1,000 tiny little details while you're also trying to build a life and build a business and do all these other things, get your body in shape. So if this feels familiar for you, absolutely nothing's wrong with you. You just don't have a system. And I don't want you to jump into a system and feel overwhelmed. And so I have a 30-day free trial on this system. After the 30 days, it's $97 a month. And that is for everything. If you're wanting to email people, funnel, if you want a funnel, if you want a website, that $97, if you want a membership site, if you want a community off of Facebook, it's all included in that. It's not extra. That is included in this $97. But the most, I feel like, important part has been having the CRM where you can go into it. You can take notes. You can book appointments. You can assign tasks so that you log in and that day it's going to tell you, here are the 3 things that you need to do specific for that particular person or for the team as a whole. It's absolutely amazing. And I want to walk you through that and walk you through the process of setting up a system. So go ahead and follow that link below, get your 30-day free trial. I'll get a notification. I actually have some free, what we call snapshots, that I will offer to you that will help you to start building out your system. But we're going to do it in a very overwhelming way. I do not want you to be overwhelmed. I do not want you to be busy. I do not want to distract you from doing the income producing activities. I just want to lift some of the stress and frustration that can overwhelm us when we're holding those 1,000 different details in our minds. Now go ahead and comment below. Yes, if you're like, I need this, I need to get started, and I'm going to personally connect with you and make sure that I walk you through this process, make sure that I tap you into our weekly trainings that we do where you can come and I will help you set your system up. I do not want this to be overwhelming. I want this to be something that blesses your business and helps your business to grow. Okay, we'll see you soon. Bye.